We begin with the deadly storms across the South. At least 7 reported tornadoes touched down in Louisiana, Texas, and Alabama, leaving behind major damage. ABC News senior meteorologist Rob Marciano is in Slidell, Louisiana, with the latest.
The massive cleanup begins after violent storms tore into the South. This twister touching down in Chanchula, Alabama.
That is a tornado 2 football fields away.
Hundreds of homes and businesses destroyed in Slidell, Louisiana, just outside New Orleans.
This has been a catastrophic event for the city.
This apartment complex gutted. The roof ripped right off. First responders rescuing more than 50 people. Workers rushing for cover as the tornado took aim at this building complex.
7 people were working in this building when the tornado hit. The group of them scrambled to a back room. Twister comes through, blows it out top to bottom, bumps and bruises, but remarkably nobody hurt.
Everybody started scrambling. We had 2 guys out in the warehouse. I ran down the hallway, went to the kitchen door. I could barely open the kitchen door from all the pressure. And just as they got it open, that's when the wall, just started shaking. So.
This truly is a miracle that none of you were hurt.
The children of Police Sergeant Jake Morris taking cover in a bathtub.
Come out the bathtub, Daddy wants to talk to you.
Out of the 14 years I've been doing this job, I haven't been that scared or nervous.
New Orleans getting a month's worth of rain in just 7 hours. An AccuWeather drone capturing vehicles stranded by the floodwaters.
I could not move my car. There were cars stranded in the middle of the street because of the floodwaters. And then I had floodwater coming into my shop as well.
Come on, Pearl.
Horses rescued and led to higher ground by boat after their barn flooded. And in a suburb of Houston, Texas, an EF1 tornado touching down, causing significant damage there.
Yeah, unfortunately, this system has a pedigree of tornadoes. There was another one that touched down in Alabama, and this is what it did here in Slidell. I mean, tearing it into this brick structure. Yeah, this is the apartment building where the roof was ripped off, a 2-story apartment building. One of probably thousands of trees that was torn down by this storm, tearing down power lines and crushing this car. So just a mess here in Slidell. There is 1 fatality to report in Mississippi. Here in Louisiana, given all this damage, you would think there would be at least serious injuries, but the mayor telling me yesterday just really minor to moderate injuries. A lot of people that were transported to the hospital were released, and that is nothing short of a miracle, Diane, considering what we're seeing here across not just this city, but the entire parish.
Yeah, very welcome bright spot there, Rob, but still a lot of repair and cleanup that needs to happen now. What kind of conditions are crews facing for that?
Well, it's a little bit better today. The rain has stopped. Yesterday we got here, the roads were cut off just from flooding, and then trees are down everywhere. Big pines that had a lot of cleanup had to come in just to clear the roadways. So we still have that in secondary roadways. I did see some power crews coming in. There's over 150,000 people in the South without power, but a lot of these structures don't have anything to receive their power. So they've got to do cleanup. They got to restore power, and obviously this particular apartment complex is unlivable, likely will be torn down, and it's going to take months for folks to recover here, Diane.
All right, Rob Marciano in Louisiana for us. Thanks, Rob.